Evening, everybody. How's it going? Doing this on my phone, so I'm not going to be able to see comments. If you are there, I appreciate it. It's nice to see you. Just a quick little video. I thought that would be interesting to some of you. Just a couple of things that I've managed to find for myself over the past couple of days here. Let's have a look, shall we? The first thing that was a real nice surprise was, let's see, actually, what happens if I push that? Some messages. All messages are visible. Let's see if that does something. The first thing that I managed to find yesterday is this repress of our Crumb and his Cheap Suit Serenaders. We listened to it last night while we were doing some drawing. So this is released by a company called Blue Goose in 2014. Hot tunes, ballads, blues, waltzes, and old standards. We listened to it last night and it was surprisingly good. I know from seeing documentaries with Robert Crumb, he doesn't like music at all. And he really likes kind of old blues and jazz. So you can see there, Crumb plays banjo and does some singing. We got mandolins, cellos, violins, banjo, saw, bassoon, bass fiddle, and tuba, and accordion. And it's great. It's really great. It has a real nice kind of old-time feel. And then it doesn't hurt to have the Robert Crumb art on the back as well. If you can find this, I don't know if it's available on YouTube. If you do a search for it, maybe it is. But if it is, have a listen to it. It's well worth checking out. It's a pretty great record. Something I found today, for those of you who have watched the channel for quite a while, know that I'm a bit of a movie nerd, and Seijun Suzuki is hands down one of my favorite directors. So Arrow, I have a previous collection from Arrow Video, and it's the Early Years Volume 1, and it's more of his kind of teenage, his youth rebellion or teenage rebellion type of movies. These ones are the crime and action movies, and I think there's 1, 2, 3, yeah, there's 5 movies in this, as well as a book. So 8 Hours of Terror, Total Nights, The Man with a Shotgun, The Sleeping Beast Within, and Smashing the O-Line. Really great to be able to see more of his movies. He didn't do a lot in his career, but in the late 50s and especially into the 60s, he was doing, you know, sometimes 4, 5, 6 movies a year, because he was doing kind of these B movies. So the range here is from 1957 is the earliest, and 1961 is the latest. So it's great, and there's a bunch of extras. I think there's a commentary track or 2. That booklet is in there. I think there's trailers as well. I think there's audio commentary. Tony Ryan's on the crime and action movies. The critic and historian discusses the background to the films. So it sounds like it's an interview. Sometimes they have a little visual essay, but that looks like it might be an interview as well. So that's pretty fantastic. And finally, of special interest to Mr. Gore Vidal, if you're still on this, watching on a regular basis. I know you do watch because I did see your comment the other day. I haven't had a chance to comment. I had this Blue Underground movie, Daughters of Darkness, and a film by Harry Kumel, and we've talked before about Valentina and Creepax, and I thought that this one was based on, kind of loosely based on Creepax's work, mainly from that visual there, and it turns out I was confused. That is incorrect. That isn't the one, because today I found this, Baba Yaga, again from Blue Underground, and this one is indeed taken from Guido Creepax, and on the extras here, if that'll focus, there we go. Farina and Valentina, interview with the co-writer and director Corrado Farina, and then Guido Kripak's documentary as well. And again, I'm imagining that something like this might find its way onto YouTube. I'm sure there's something around. And then a comic book to film comparison. So here's kind of if you want to pause it, you can see exactly what this is about. I do remember seeing this way back when, and actually I think when I first saw it, the reason I got confused is I saw it at the same time I saw Daughter of Darkness, back when we still had video rental houses here in town, which just isn't a thing anymore. So that's probably, hey Jonah Jello, how the heck are you? Are you actually here this time? Because there seems to be a lot of, I'm not sure if it's some automatic thing going on. It's unusual. So I saw these at about the same time, which is where the confusion came from, but I knew that there was some link to Kripax's work. Yes, okay, you are here. You're live, we're live, I'm live, we're all live. But it turns out this is it. And when we open it up, we can see on the inside there, on the disc itself, though there's some lagging. Yeah, that's probably because I'm on my phone doing this. Normally I do this on my laptop, but just for ease of shooting a quick video, I wanted to do it on the phone. Did you mention Kripax? Yes, I did. I absolutely did. This movie is based on some of his work. So Baba Yaga, I'm gonna sit down and watch at least the extras tonight, make myself a drink and watch the extras. That is pretty much that, though. I just wanted to have a brief talk about that, all mostly comic related. Exciting kind of finds these past few days. In the meantime, enjoy.